Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and wrestling fans of the world, MegaCrasher is here, and it is that time to deliver to you guys my reaction, which contains the results of SummerSlam 2016, which had just ended, and oh my god, this pay-per-view was hot. This pay-per-view was lit. My god, man. This pay-per-view was absolutely amazing. Holy shit, man. Let's waste no more time and let's get into the pre-show, baby. Woo! Alright, so to kick things off at the pre-show, we had the 12-man tag team match, which consisted of Breezango, the Ascension, and the Vaudevillains versus the Usos, American Alpha, and the Hype Bros. And I gotta say that American Alpha was so over in this match. I mean, they were so over that when they tagged out to the Usos actually got booed. And the Usos are face, you know what I mean? They are good guys. It just goes to show how popular and how over American Alpha is with the WWE Universe. But the American Alpha, as well as the Usos and the Hype Bros, got a big victory, and this was absolutely amazing. I mean, everybody was brawling, everybody was hitting their big moves. It was absolutely incredible. What a way to kick off SummerSlam, period. Pre-show or not, that is how you do it, man. This was amazing. So coming up next, we had Sami Zayn and Neville versus the Dudley Boys. And this, oh man, I gotta say that I loved the crowd at the beginning of this match, especially when Sami Zayn's music hit and the crowd just started singing the song along with it. It's just like, oh my god, like, this is amazing. And I gotta say that it was really funny when Bubba Ray Dudley actually hit his brother Devon with the clothesline by mistake, which allowed for Sami Zayn and Neville to capitalize, with Neville hitting the red arrow to pick up the victory for his team. It was absolutely amazing, and I gotta say, I absolutely love Neville's red arrow move. Holy shit, it's so awesome. It takes a hell of a lot of athleticism and bravery to do a move like this. So, coming up next, we have Sheamus versus Cesaro in the first of Best of 7 series match, and this match was lit. I mean, you had a huge clothesline from Cesaro that even JBL would have been proud of, because JBL had the clothesline from Hell Finisher, and the fact that Cesaro just boom, like he could have taken Sheamus' head off with that. I was just so excited. However, it was a bit of a dirty finish on Sheamus' end when he gave a thumb to the eye and then rammed him into the post and then gave him the bro kick to end the match, and therefore put Sheamus up 1-0 in the series of the Best of 7. But my god, we are just getting started with that series, and we are also just getting started with SummerSlam. So that right there is going to wrap up the pre-show. Let's get on with the main card, baby. Woo! Alright, so now we move on to the main card of SummerSlam, and to kick things off, we have Enzo and Cass versus Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens, or as they have called themselves in the tag team, Jericho. Now, you guys know that when you have Enzo and Cass in a match, they're going to be cutting some epic as hell promos, and this did not disappoint. I mean, hell, they were in New York City, man! This is where they were made! And I gotta say that it was so amazing. The atmosphere was so amazing, especially seeing these two individuals come out and seeing how much the crowd was into it, man. It was absolutely amazing. But of course, when we get into the match, we had Jericho dominating for pretty much a good 75% of the match. I mean, they were isolating Enzo for a good portion of the match, and then when Big Cass tagged in, he was cleaning house and kicking ass. But at the end of it, their efforts were not enough, and Jericho secured the victory over Enzo and Big Cass. But what a way to kick off the main card of SummerSlam. This match was amazing. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, if you thought the last match was something, coming up next, we have the WWE Women's Championship on the line, where it's Sasha Banks versus Charlotte. This match did not disappoint, man. This was one of the best Women's Championship matches I have ever seen. I mean, there was a lot of action, a lot of athleticism, a lot of toughness, and a lot of high spots, too. I mean, for one, we had Charlotte go up to the second rope holding Sasha and ended up dropping her on her head. Like, that's what it looked like. I'm like, oh my god, like, that's gotta be brutal, man. And then there was another point of the match where Charlotte was holding Sasha up in the position of like a razor's edge from the second rope, and then Sasha actually counters that into a Hurricane Rana. I'm like, what the fuck? And then something else that was crazy was when Sasha Banks was standing on the apron and did the double knee jump onto Charlotte on the floor. I'm like, what the fuck, man? This was absolutely incredible. There was a lot of close calls. You had bank statements, you had, oh my god, there were just so many things going on. Like, the bank statement was being countered, the bank, like, oh my god. Natural selection should have put away Sasha Banks, but it didn't. She was resilient as hell, and she kicked out. But then, when she went to go for the bank statement, Charlotte ended up countering that into a pinfall and got the 1, 2, 3, and that was it. You have Charlotte walking away as your new two-time WWE Women's Champion. And I gotta say that this match, it didn't disappoint whatsoever, man. This match was incredible. Like, as far as I'm concerned, there was no loser in this match. I mean, yeah, sure, it sucks that Sasha Banks lost her championship, but my god, these two women put on one hell of a show, and this, in my opinion, is going to be one hell of an act to follow. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and move on to the next match. Woo! Okay, so the next match that we have on the card comes in the form of The Miz versus Apollo Crews for the Intercontinental Championship match. Now, this match wasn't exactly anything too special. I mean, The Miz ended up retaining the championship when he hit the skull-crushing finale, and that was it. I'm like, what? Really? Like, come on, man. Like, I believe that Apollo Crews should have actually gone over in this match. I mean, wow. I mean, no disrespect against The Miz. I mean, The Miz is an amazing athlete, despite how many people fucking hate the guy for being so goddamn annoying. But either way, I mean, holy shit, like, this match deserved better, in my opinion. I mean, wow. But anyways, a match is a match, and the fact that this took place on the second biggest stage of them all, being SummerSlam, you gotta think that that is pretty damn special. So anyways, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, we have John Cena versus AJ Styles. And surprise, surprise, as soon as John Cena's music hit, the crowd starts chanting, John Cena sucks! John Cena sucks! And I'm like, what the fuck? This is more hilarious than it is surprising, because you're almost expecting for this to happen every single time John Cena makes a big appearance on a big pay-per-view. But anyways, man, like, this match was incredible. I mean, you had AJ Styles suplex John Cena on the apron. There was a whole bunch of dual chants from the crowd, chanting for Cena, chanting for Styles. I mean, this match was incredible. You had the fact that AJ Styles actually kicked out of an attitude adjustment. There was a whole bunch of near falls and submissions and all that stuff. Like, it was absolutely incredible. John Cena ends up actually kicking out of the phenomenal forearm, and then John Cena actually hits another attitude adjustment, and AJ kicks out. And then what ends up happening completely blew me away. AJ Styles hit the Styles Clash for the second time, and then hits another phenomenal forearm to actually get a victory over John Cena. Like, what the fuck? Like, this shocked me. This literally shocked me, man. I thought John Cena was going to win and even up the score for what happened at Money in the Bank. But my god, John Cena lost clean. He got beat clean, one-on-one. I'm like, what the fuck? This is so crazy. This is absolutely crazy. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, up next, we have the New Day versus the Club for the WWE Tag Team Championships. And I gotta say that I was a little disappointed that the crowd wasn't really that much into the match. They were pretty quiet, but what ended up happening was that the New Day actually ended up retaining the titles despite themselves being disqualified. But what made the match even funnier was the fact that Jon Stewart, okay, who turned his back on John Cena last SummerSlam, he actually made another appearance at SummerSlam. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, is he gonna screw over the New Day? That's what I was thinking, because Jon Stewart actually ended up introducing the New Day. At first, I'm thinking, oh no, no. You better not screw over the New Day, you son of a bitch. But turns out that didn't happen, and the New Day walks away with their tag team championships, and they celebrated. So coming up next, we have Dean Ambrose versus Dolph Ziggler for the WWE Championship. And I gotta say that this match was, I mean, it was alright. I mean, the crowd wasn't that much into this match either, which I was kind of disappointed, because part of what makes a wrestling match good is the crowd. If the crowd is into it, then you know it's going to be good. But anyways, we had some pretty decent exchanges. We actually had Dean Ambrose at one point of the match actually mocked Dolph Ziggler tuning up the band. And I was just like, what the hell? Like, that typical Dean Ambrose. I mean, Dean Ambrose just poking fun at Dolph Ziggler, trying to get him pissed off. But Ambrose actually ends up taking a zigzag and kicking out. And then Dean Ambrose beats Dolph Ziggler with the Dirty Deeds, therefore retaining his WWE Championship. And I gotta say that the Ambrose Asylum still is very, very much on top when it comes to the gold, baby. Woo! So coming up next, we have the 6-women tag team match consisting of Becky Lynch, Naomi, and Carmella versus Natalya, Alexa Bliss, and the returning Nikki Bella! Nikki Bella! Oh my god, I cannot believe she actually made a return! Holy shit! I'm like, what the fuck? Like, are you kidding me right now? Like, Nikki Bella! Nikki! Oh my god! Oh man, oh man, oh man. I thought I was hallucinating. I thought I was dreaming, man. But no! The dream and the hallucination became very much reality when I seen it! I'm like, yo, dude, that's crazy! And I was just like, what the hell? And the fact is, like, that Nikki Bella is back. I'm like, oh man, this is gonna get good. SmackDown's Diva division, no, SmackDown's Women division, not Divas, has become really amazing now that Nikki is back. Holy shit. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, so what ended up happening was that pretty much it was standard action in the ring, and Becky Lynch, for a good part of the match, actually cleaned house on all 3 of her opponents. But then what ended up happening was that Nikki actually ended up getting the win for her team over Carmella when she hit her finisher. And I'm just like, what the hell, man? This was absolutely incredible. But something that did not make any sense was, why the hell did Eva Marie's music hit and the announcer was like, she wasn't there because she was taking a vacation due to stress. Just admit it that you violated the wellness policy and you got suspended, man! Like, what the fuck? Like, it's, oh man, it's not that hard to figure out that kind of information, man. Holy shit. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I am so happy to see Nikki Bella back, and it was absolutely incredible to see her get the victory for her team in an amazing match. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the WWE Universal Championship match between Seth Rollins and Finn Balor. I was so pumped up, and I was just waiting to see what this championship looked like, and then when I found out its design, I'm like, really? Really? Like, I literally thought I was gonna puke. I literally thought I needed to go to the fucking bathroom and throw up my guts. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, this belt literally looks like a red-colored version of the WWE Championship. Like, are you serious? Like, that design, I'm like, are you, what? Like, why wasn't the design, like, any different or something like that? I mean, like, that doesn't qualify as being different just because you paint the fucking belt red. Like, seriously, like, they kind of did the same thing with the WWE Women's Championship belt, although I will say, they did do a pretty good job with that belt. It kind of looks like a piece of red velvet cake, which is very fucking tasty. But this isn't tasty, man! Like, I was expecting more of like a dynamic design, like, kind of like a mystical design, because Universal, it's like, I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, this belt looked like absolute shit. Like, I'm sorry to say, and I apologize if that offends you guys, if some of you happen to actually like the design of this belt, but I don't! I'm like, are you kidding me? No! And apparently, the crowd actually didn't like it either. I mean, like, well, I'll get into that in a moment. We had Finn Balor make his amazing demon design, and I gotta say that Finn Balor was just fucking popping it off big time, right off the bat. But I will say that at one point in the match, like when Seth Rollins ended up gaining control, the crowd actually did various chants of their disdain for the new design of the WWE Universal Championship. So I gotta say, you know what? Hey, it seems like the WWE Universe kind of agrees with me here. I mean, seriously, this literally looks like a knockoff of the WWE World Heavyweight Championship belt. Like, you would have thought that they would have come up with a different design. Like, seriously, that wasn't a good design in my opinion. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, so we had really amazing action. I mean, Seth Rollins at one point actually ended up hitting a frog splash on a Finn Balor, kind of like RVD style. And then he ended up doing his powerbomb into the corner and kick combo, but that did not put Finn Balor away. And then he ended up getting a huge comeback, but he ended up missing his patented double foot stomp move into the corner, and Seth Rollins actually hits the pedigree, but only for a near fall. And then what ended up happening was that at the end of an amazing classic match, Finn Balor hits his design, and he ended up winning the match, and therefore becoming the first ever WWE Universal Championship. Like, this was absolutely incredible. And the crowd was just going insane for Finn Balor winning, but the part that really didn't surprise me was that as soon as the belt was presented to him, the fans actually ended up booing at the belt. Not at Finn Balor, but at the belt. I mean, Mick Foley went to hand it to him, and the crowd was booing. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, that literally, that doesn't surprise me. I'm like, oh my god, like that was just so bad. That was so bad, man. So anyways, ladies and gentlemen, after an incredible match between Seth Rollins and Finn Balor, we now turn to the WWE United States Championship match with Rusev versus Roman Reigns. And this match, it didn't even happen. It didn't even get started because the match, okay, what ended up happening, okay? Rusev actually attacked Roman Reigns before the bell even rang, and then they were beating the shit out of each other using steel steps and chairs and all that stuff, and then it was announced that Rusev couldn't actually compete. I'm like, are you kidding me? So this match didn't even happen. It was like thrown out before it even got started. And the crowd wasn't having it, and they were actually so pissed and bored out of their minds that they started chanting random things like, "We want Slater" and "CM Punk." I'm like, wow. Like, if you got the crowd chanting random shit, it's like, you know that something's up. You know they're not pleased with the match, or lack thereof, I should say. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, all disappointments aside, coming up next, we have, okay, we've got the match of matches. We have the main event of main events. We have Randy Orton versus Brock Lesnar. And this match, oh my god, I was on the edge of my seat. I was sweating bullets the whole time. I was like, oh man, this is getting crazy. This is getting crazy. And Orton ends up going for an RKO early out of nowhere. And after that, Brock Lesnar starts giving Randy Orton a whole bunch of suplexes, taking him to Suplex City. And they actually end up fighting on the outside of the ring, and Lesnar actually ends up putting Randy Orton through a table. I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be incredible. I love seeing people getting slammed through tables because you got that big boom, and it just looks like there's a whole bunch of carnage everywhere. But what ended up happening was that Brock Lesnar tried to put Randy Orton through the other table, but Randy Orton actually countered that into an RKO on the table. I'm like, what the fuck? This is crazy. And then Randy Orton actually hits another RKO in the ring, but Lesnar actually kicked out. And what happened was that Randy Orton actually went for his punt finisher, that being a move that he hasn't used since like fucking years, man. But it's like a running kick right to the head. But that got countered into an F5, which Randy Orton actually kicked out of. But then this is the part of the match where things got very fucking violent, man. You had Brock Lesnar actually take off his gloves and started punching Randy Orton with bare knuckles. And this actually made Randy Orton bleed out like crazy. I'm like, what the fuck, man? This is crazy. And something else that was crazy was that they actually stopped the match. I'm like, no, are you kidding me? Don't stop the match, make it happen. Like, keep these two individuals that are crazy and psychotic going, man. Make them fucking just keep on going until we have a decisive winner. But I guess technically speaking, Brock Lesnar actually won due to a technical knockout, and the referee stopped the match. I'm like, oh my god, this is so crazy. But something else that I did not expect was when Shane McMahon came out, Brock Lesnar fucking F5'd Shane McMahon. Dude, that's your commissioner, what are you doing? Brock, are you looking to get suspended again? Like, what are you doing? Holy shit, man. I'm like, what the, like, Brock Lesnar's out of control. He's out of control, but that's why I fucking love the guy, because he literally just does not give a fuck. He hates people, and it does not give a fuck. He's got no chill, man. Oh my god. And that right there was what fucking closed the fucking pay-per-view. Oh my god. I gotta catch my breath after that, man. This was absolutely insane. Woo! Holy shit, man. I gotta say that the finisher was a little bit disappointing. Like, they should have kept on going until there was, like, a decisive winner by pinfall or submission. But I just gotta ask, man, is this going to be the last time that we're going to see Randy Orton versus Brock Lesnar? And what's going to happen with Shane McMahon and Brock Lesnar? Because Brock Lesnar F5'd the shit out of Shane McMahon. Like, why did you do that? Like, seriously, like, what the fuck, man? Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this match, this whole pay-per-view was incredible as fuck, man. It was insane. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video off right here. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you fire off a like. Let's see if we can aim for an astronomical, let's say a reasonable 12 likes. And if you want more content like this, make sure you rate, comment, share, and subscribe today to MegaCrasher and the community for the best, and I mean, my god, the best Pokemon Sun and Moon news hype that there is today on YouTube, and just overall the best hype and energy and entertainment that you can find on YouTube when you subscribe right now, right here to the MegaCrasher and the community, because you already know the deal by now, my friends. When we're community type and as one, you know that we shine brighter than the sun and the moon combined. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next upload.